We've gotten many phone calls from people who we've put generators in for them, and they may not have started them for a year or two, and we get that call, an inevitable call before a nor'easter or some sort of hazard that they forget how to start their generator or what to do. Your generator should never be operated inside of a building, a house, a garage, a shed. Always move it outside into free air, at least have it 10 feet away from the house with the exhaust blowing away. Okay, there are many different styles of interlocks. The idea of the interlock on a generator system is to prevent the two power sources, meaning the utility power and the generator power, from being on simultaneously. So we never want those two powers to mix together. So what we have here is a number of different style transfer switches. You may have one of these in your home, or you may be just considering having one. The best one that I like to install is a whole house transfer switch. This gives you the luxury of having your whole house on the generator. Not necessarily that you're going to run the entire house, but you're going to power manage. So, for instance, if you have an electric dryer, an electric range, you would not use those in your generator. I never leave my generator outside running if I'm not home. People do steal generators. I don't run it through the night. I shut it off about 11 o'clock at night, bring it inside, and the house usually only drops 5 to 6 degrees. If you stay out of your refrigerator, the food's fine. Wheel it back out the next day, plug it back in, and you've also saved yourself about 4 gallons of gasoline. The interlocks come in many different styles. So this particular one on this panel, we have the main breaker here, and we have the generator breaker here. Now, I can put the main breaker on, but I can't put the generator breaker on because the interlock is designed that these two breakers, the utility breaker and the generator breaker, cannot be on simultaneously. Okay, that's one particular style, and depending upon your panel, not all panels are configured in this manner. Some will require different types of interlocks. There's another style that meets up with a different brand. This is a 10-circuit transfer switch wired into your electrical panel, and then we would select, if you have 40 circuits, we'd select only 10 from this panel to put on the generator. So we normally would put things on such as a refrigerator, freezer, well pump, furnace, smoke detection, kitchen lighting, a microwave, bathroom lighting. All these breakers are in the down position, which is on the utility side. So it's taking the power from the utility company and feeding it out to those 10 circuits. In the event that you lose power, the only thing you do is you place these switches from utility power to generator. This is the generator receptacle that we place somewhere on the outside of the house where it's convenient for you and you can access it readily even during a snowstorm of 3 or 4 feet. So usually somewhere around your driveway because that's always kept clear. This particular generator is both a battery start and pull start. The nice thing about the battery start is that as you're getting older, if you have a problem with the shoulder, an elbow, or wrist, you may not want to be pulling this thing to get it started. But any one of these are similar to operating a snow blower or a lawnmower. They all have a choke. They all have a gas valve. So you just treat it like any other small engine. This particular generator has, we have our run, off, and start switch. We also have a nice hour meter. Every manufacturer is going to recommend you change the oil after so many running hours, so you can keep track of that here. And over here we have the receptacle that you're going to plug into your house. Now again, this has a twist lock receptacle with one odd prong. That prong happens to be at noontime. I prefer you to plug your generator into the house first before you power it up. Then I'd like you to power up your generator. Once the generator is warmed up between 2 and 5 minutes, then you can go in the house and transfer the house over. This particular generator has 2 circuit breakers, and they're controlling phase A and phase B. Now, if you should happen to exceed the amperage of what the generator can deliver, you'll see that one of the circuit breakers will just pop out, and you'll perhaps lose like half the lights in the house. So it's pretty simple just to find out what was everyone doing in the house at that moment, and then correct that issue, and then come back down here and just reset it. Never refuel a generator while it's running. Shut it down, let it cool off for 5 minutes, fuel it back up, and then you're good to go. I recommend before a known storm, a nor'easter, or anything coming up the coast, or whatever the case may be, take your generator out, just go through the operation, start it up, shift over the house, put everything back to bed, and now you're ready to go, rather than the person that waits until it's 2 feet of snow outside. When you're going to put the generator away for a period of time, a month, 3 months, 6 months, the best way to do that is to shut the gas valve to the off position and let the generator actually siphon out all the gas out of the carburetor. This is the best method to keep your components within the carburetor from fouling up through gas just sitting there not being used. Always have an electrician install a generator for your home. In New England, it's better to have a generator and not need it than to need a generator and not have it.